really what everybody was talking about. Unhittable against the Yankees.
Savage has been in the big leagues for less than a month, and the pressure on him to get this series tied up as it heads to Seattle. Rosarena stands in, and off we go with a fastball strike to the inside corner. It's just outside. The Savage with a couple sliders in this first at bat. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And a Rosarena with a couple steps to the dugout. If they both told you they thought it was a strike, and only one person thought it wasn't.
Doug Eddings. He gets hit by this 3-2, and the leadoff man reaches. Here's a payoff pitch. Raleigh takes ball 4, and the first 2 have reached for Seattle. Here's his 1-2. Rodriguez hooks one in the down the line. If it's fair, it's got it, and it's gone. Julio Rodriguez with a 3-run shot in the first inning. Totally different story for Trey Savage. In his second postseason start, he gets punched right away. One of the top home run hitting clubs in baseball this year. They've not had the same kind of power in the postseason. They've been able to survive it because the pitching has been so good.
Well, this is the one that was going to be strike 3. Everybody knew it except for home plate umpire, and still you've got to be able to get out of that at bat. And then that split finger that just fluttered right over the middle, and the timing of seeing 3 in a row allowed Rodriguez back, keep his hands back, and keep it fair.
Second of the postseason for Rodriguez. Naylor goes up to get it, grounds it through the middle, base hit center field. Another 2-strike hit for Seattle as Naylor went up there above the letters to get to it.
He's one of the few guys in this lineup that can get the 95+ miles an hour and loves it. His bat path and the way that he sees the baseball. Do you see how flat that swing was? If you're underneath that at all, forget it. So you can see how flat. That's the attack angle you got to have when you're facing a 96-mile-an-hour fastball top of the zone. Right there, and then he'll move it around to the pitch he wants once he gets it in the glove.
There goes Naylor from first. Throw from Kirk. Not close to in time. Josh Naylor, incredible. He's now 21 for 21, John, in stolen bases since going to Seattle.
He didn't know what to do right there. He didn't know if I should slide.
1-2 coming to Canzone. Got him with a fastball and gets 3 Ks in the inning, but Seattle gets 3 runs. Julio Rodriguez inside the foul pole as the Mariners try to take a 2-0 series lead back home to Seattle. Leading this one off against Gilbert. Sending a drive to left center field. Rosarena's back. It is off of the warning track. And it's extra bases for Springer. Again, sparking this Toronto offense and bringing this crowd right back into the equation.
Well, some pitchers want to prove to themselves they can make the adjustment from pitch to pitch. This was the knuckle curveball, or at least that breaking ball that he has not been able to get to turn the corner on, and that's flat in the zone again.
Pad on his knees, going to move the runner up here at least. Close play at first, and it's thrown behind him. Blue Jays on the board. Lucas puts it in play. Naylor's feed was behind Gilbert, and it's 3-1. The best bat-to-ball team in the sport against a not very good defense. Put it in play and reap the benefits.
Yeah, tough play when you have this conversion, and really might have been easier for the second baseman, but Naylor got there and was trying to guide the ball. I don't know if he...
On this 1-1, Vlad Jr. chops it to short for J.P. Crawford with a heck of a for the first out. Wow, what a nifty play by Crawford.
Good base running. As soon as the ball was high chopped, he got to third base. Very productive out. And a very productive play.
Line drive, right center, 3-2 as the Blue Jays have bounced right back. Kirk drives in Lucas. Toronto's already got more runs in game 2 than they had in 9 innings in game 1.
Another mediocre pitch over the plate. You can't do that to this Toronto team. You can only get away with it for so long, and they're going to just own the strike zone. As much as the Seattle Mariners pitching staff owns the strike zone, you cannot be in the middle with your secondary.
Varsho cranks a line drive to right field, but it is right at Victor Robles. Wow, this game explodes out of the gates. 5 runs in the first inning. Clement slaps it into center field, a base hit. He swings at everything, and he makes contact with just about everything as well.
See, that's my point right there about a lot of off-speed pitches, and right now the Blue Jays don't fear his fastball, and they're sitting almost on some off-speed and making the best of it. That was another split finger down.
On a 1-0 from Gilbert. Schneider half swing, pokes it to first. Naylor thought about it, instead steps on the bag. In the scoring position goes Clement. Jimenez, the 9-hitter. Grounds into first. Naylor's got it. Steady feed over to Gilbert. 2 out.
Ball, that's it.
Backed up, ball 4. First walk issued by Gilbert.
Yeah, this is where the slider has been, and it's actually, it doesn't have a ton of spin on it, which reason why it's not breaking as much.
Ball and a strike. Lucas muscles one up the middle, and they've tied it. Springer goes first to third. Lucas knocks in another. Off of the deck and tied up at 3. Nathan Lucas just keeps on giving him big hits. 6 runs batted in this postseason for Lucas. Trying to put him away. His 9th pitch of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is bounced up the middle to Polanco. Takes his time and throws him out. But the Blue Jays have tied the game with 2 in the first and 1 in the second. Hectic first couple innings in game 2. The guy that put Seattle on the board with a home run. Here he takes a walk. And Rodriguez has been on base 5 times over the first game plus of this series. Now one of his hitting coaches. Ground ball, Sharp at second. Clement will go to second for 1. And that's all they'll get.
It's not that easy of a play by Clement. He had to bobble it just a little bit, and the throw to second gets a little dicier as the runner gets a little closer. Watch this. He cleans right here. A little dobble to his hand, and then the angle to the shortstop in a good spot so it doesn't interfere with the runner.
And these guys are all seeing him for the first time. Off the end of the bat to center field. Here comes Varsho. It'll dunk in front of him for a base hit. Here's a case where you're happy you got it off at the end. It settles into center field, and they've got him cornered 2 away.
He had a decent on this ball, but a big swing off the end of the bat is probably the one that fools the center fielder more than anybody. That direct on line looks like it's going to go farther than it does. But I thought live he had a pretty good read, and so the ball just wasn't going to be caught.
What has been a quiet postseason. On a line to center field. Varsho back at first. Comes on, dives, and makes the himself after going the wrong direction with the first step. And the Gold Glove center fielder keeps this a 3-3 game. 1 or 2 years old, knew how to swing it, and then there was a wooden bat laying around the house. That's how he got his first accent, with a full-size wooden bat. Dribbled in play, rallied to first, in time. Cal Raleigh able to get Clement on that swinging bunt, and Cal wincing. Oh no.
And this was some kind of play, coming from the dirt and going to the turf, and you can tell he is not feeling it. What a play, though. Remember, he has caught every inning and put his body through stuff you just cannot understand to catch 15 innings in a postseason game.
Pizzardo's 1-2. Schneider takes strike 3. 2 gone in the 4th.
And like I said, if he was a left fielder or a shortstop and had these numbers, hands down Aaron Judge.
Fly the other way. Sends Rosarena back shy of the warning track, and the bullpen perfect in this series. That's now 13 1/3 consecutive scoreless innings for the Seattle bullpen. Is Cal okay after he makes this play? We're going to find out for sure, because he's due up second when you come back after word from your local Fox station. Back here in Toronto on a beautiful Monday afternoon. Beautiful Canadian Thanksgiving. At the top of the order for Seattle, and Randy Rosarena bounces one up the middle. Andres Jimenez throws it away and into the camera well. Rosarena gets second to lead off this inning. Yeah, Jimenez, a Gold Glover who had a chance at a play and certainly had a chance to do more than he did right there. And that ball hit Suarez. I hope he's just playing around. Jeez. He got me.
Yeah, this ball, with the speed of Rosarena, I think he was going to beat it out no matter what.
Toronto is challenging the call that the ball was out of play.
Yeah. It's worth doing it, but I don't think this is one you're going to get any luck with.
Replay reviews presented by Zoom in New York.
You know what would be cool in that room? I know Rick would love it. We'd go watch a lot of football on Saturday and then NFL on Sunday. You think they have games in that replay room?
Wouldn't it be fun if we looked up there and yeah.
Live play.
After review, the call is confirmed. The ball was out of play. Therefore, Toronto will lose the challenge and has 1 remaining.
We got our answer right there. Call is confirmed. And Rosarena will be at second base as the go-ahead run to open this inning. They're going to put him on. And John Schneider said yesterday, I think about it every time he comes up. Every situation's different with first base open here. Shot to right center field. Varsho on the run. He's at the track. He's at the wall. It's gone. It's Polanco again. Jorge Polanco is owning October for the Mariners. He's given them a 6-3 lead.
When we see this replay, you're going to see one of the prettiest swings to the ball short and in the zone. You can't have a huge swing against a velocity fastball like Varland's. And a guy who has transformed his year, healthy with his knee. Look at this swing. This is so perfect on a pitch that's in the zone that left the field. I mean, it is center cut, but then not missed. There's a lot of guys will miss pitches.
The 0-2. Suarez takes strike 3. Fastball to the corner. Jorge Polanco, man oh man, making a name for himself this October. Doing it to his old Twins teammate right here, Louis Varland. He's broken the tie. 2 home runs against Skubal in the division series. He ends the epic Game 5, and he's broken the tie in Game 2 of the championship series.
If they deemed it was going to go in the dugout anyway, the call is going to stand. So just a little bit of get fair.
smothered by Naylor. What a
miscommunication there, I guess, with me and Fonzie.
Yeah, this looked like it had eyes for right field, but Naylor was there.
Great play. And again, so much changes with that play. The better it is for Seattle.
Lucas sharply hitting through, and he's 3 for 3. 24 hours ago was the question if he was going to play again with how hard he hit that ball off his knee. Leaving no doubt today. Softly hit. Bizzardo bare hands and guns it to first for out number 2. Edward Bizzardo calmly and coolly makes the play.
You saw where Cal was set up inside on that pitch, trying to get the sinker in. He got it over the middle, but got the out in a very precarious way.
Lucas at second, 2-2 to the plate. Top back to the mound, and another play for Bizzardo. It's another scoreless inning for him. Fly to center field. Varsho twists around, retreats some more to the wall, and it's off the wall. It kept on flying. Garver does as well. He's a third of a leadoff triple. Wow. They're saying drive the bus, old man. 34-year-old Mitch Garver with a pinch hit triple to start the 6th.
Well, the roof is open, and it played some tricks here a little bit on Varsho. He had 2 different routes, so you wonder how much that ball. Look at the route there, and then he turns again, and he sees that ball going the other way. And had he had a direct route, probably would have caught this up against the wall. But this ball played some tricks in the air.
Get out, get out, get out!
Another 3-2 to Crawford. Flips it into left center field. It's down for a base hit to score Rivas. Crawford does what the situation calls for. Puts it in play with 2 strikes and brings him in. 7-3 Seattle.
I'd say you're right about the power, but if you strike out way too much, that's the equalizer. Putting the ball in play, getting the runs in when they're out there to be had, that will go a long way for the Seattle Mariners as they try to navigate their first trip to the World Series.
Coming to the day 3 wins away from accomplishing that. Fisher deals. Hey! Strike there in the outside corner. 2 out. Lead to Polanco's 3-run shot. Swing and a miss by Raleigh, and the inning is over. But the Mariners tack on, and headlines in this game and in this series, and really this postseason for the Mariners. And he's got another base hit, lashing a ball into right field. His 2nd knock of the day, and his 4th one of this series already. I mean, he looks like he's in the backyard playing wiffle ball.
Yeah, he takes a breaking ball and just tattoos it in between first and second. Again, simple swing, simple approach. And when you don't try to do too much, you can have success.
Fly to deep right field. Back goes Lucas at the wall. Goodbye! 3rd home run of the game for the Mariners, blasting their way through game 2. They lead it 9-3. It's the 3rd hit of the game for Josh Naylor, who has shown all the things that he brings. The bat to ball, the stolen base, and now the power.
These are trips to the mound that the Blue Jays were hoping to not make a lot of, and they've been forced into it because of the power of the Seattle Mariners. And he takes one middle and just Fred McGriff,
right?
Follow through. Former Blue Jay.
At a stadium where he went deep when he was a high schooler. Now as a big leaguer in the postseason. Josh Naylor gets to hold the trident. Careful with that thing.
Game is being played until this happens.
To walk for Suarez. I think that, yeah, they're going to take whoever they got out of the longer went, whatever. But the preference. And he's taking a walk. So now 3-1 on Robles.
Ball 4.
He's walked, the bases loaded. Wrong group to not have great stuff against. Fly to center field. Varsho comes out to make the grab. Here comes Suarez. Throw to the plate from Varsho's cut off after the shoulder surgery that he had in the offseason. He has the weakest throwing arm in the American League. And so a sacrifice fly for J.P. Crawford. Double digits for Seattle in game 2. Swing and a miss on that high fastball. Seattle gets 3 more. They get their 3rd home run of the day from Josh Naylor. Frustrations growing for the Jays.
Not really. You know, timing again.
The leadoff walk here against the Phillies in 08 and 09.
Ball 4.
Walk for Kirk. Nobody's won back-to-back titles since the Yankees won 3 in a row at the turn of the century. Fly to deep right field. Room for Robles though. 2 out. Guerrero will take 3rd. Go 1st and 3rd, 2 gone, and golf to center. Rodriguez. And the Blue Jays strand a pair, sending this game to the 9th inning. Josh Naylor will lead things off for the Mariners. Last time he was up there, did this. Leadoff walk for Schneider. 3rd one that Hancock's issued. One gone in the 9th.
Dan Wilson certainly don't want to bring Munoz in.
Grounded to 3rd. Suarez has it to 2nd. 1 to 1st. 2 to Seattle. 2-0. Who would have thought the Mariners would come in here? You'd figure running out of steam with not much in the tank. They had plenty and have firm control of this championship series.
Well, it's a team that's been through a lot. They've had some streaks in the season.